Alrighty, moving on. People are fishing here. Unlike WoW, fishing in this game is very simple. You just have to use a certain kind of bait and go into a certain area. Can we make that? Oh, we don't have to make that jump. I was about to actually do it though.
When I can raise a little boat, I'm on the next caravan out. To oblivion with this place.
Try the iceberry ale. It's delicious. I love this place. Back at the keep, I'm always being pulled in a dozen directions. Fighting over here, debating over there, gives me a headache. But here, I can just eat and drink until I pass out. Took you long enough to show up. I could have you flogged for that. Ha ha ha! That look on your face! Priceless! But I'm just yanking your tusk. I usually never have anyone flogged for a first offense. It's a good thing I like you, because the last person who asked me these sorts of questions had the curiosity beaten out of him. But I don't want to fight with you. That's not why I called you here. Are you ready to listen? You helped Chief Bozrog. You fought at my side as we defeated Iceheart and his Winterborn warriors. In short, you impress me. People who impress me either turn out to be a help or a hindrance to my plans. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me speak plainly. You could pose a threat to me, but I prefer to consider you an ally. Share a few drinks, like we're doing now. I could use someone like you. Someone to deal with problems that require a more personal touch. Clan chief problems. There are still stubborn chiefs out there who don't agree with my vision, who don't want to see our people united. They're stuck in the old ways. Ways that have failed our people time and time again. You made an impression on Bozrog. Whether he likes it or not, he owes you for helping the clans. The other chiefs respect Bozrog. We can use this whole situation to our advantage. Get them to listen to matters they would normally refuse to hear. For now, nothing. Relax, have a drink. Enjoy all the pleasantries that Roxanne and her fine establishment have to offer. But when I need you, I expect you to be ready and willing to get the job done. Oh, what are those two doing here? Damn it! You two always show up and ruin my fun.
Oh, I have not even begun to ruin your fun, my king. But let's leave the pleasantries for later. We have an urgent situation to report.
I can never tell when you're joking. Fine. What's so important?
The ZeniMax temple has been attacked, my beloved. Malakath devotees have barricaded the doors and taken the priests as hostages.
These fanatics dare to attack my city? My people? I'll deal with them personally.
You will do no such thing, my son. After what happened in the throne room, this is undoubtedly a trap.
I won't sit by while they attack my city!
This problem requires a personal solution, and I have a perfect idea. Outsider, let us talk. The king and I go...
Do you sell better potions? There's a recovery. I want heal. Health?
The special today.
No? No, you don't have actual potions. What is this garbage? No.
Damn Malakath!
My son's bravery borders on stupidity. He would run off and stumble blindly into their trap without the slightest regard for his safety. We must not allow that to happen. Oh, child, I always have a better idea. My son's rage makes it difficult for him to see clearly. His instinct is to charge every problem straight on and beat it into submission. His enemies know this and often use it against him. Bozrog and the other clan chiefs know King Kurog all too well. They expect him to attack and kill the heretics, just as the heretics will kill the hostages. Innocent lives will be lost and blame will fall squarely on Kurog's shoulders. You are an outsider with connections to Orsinium that are tenuous at best. Enter the temple and rescue our people. If you succeed, you save innocent lives at the king's request. If you fail, well, at least the king won't be blamed.
Is that inside that quest? I don't think so. Alrighty. You cannot mount in this location. Please move 2 steps forward, then you can mount. I have no idea where I'm going. I hope I'm going the right way. Wait.
Everyone, clear the streets and go home. Let the king's soldiers deal with this. Back away, citizen. We have enough to deal with as it is. My soldiers can't do their job with all you civilians getting underfoot. Just because you carry a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. And as you can see, I already have more amateur warriors volunteering to help than I can handle. Why don't you just stand back and leave this to the professionals? Right, and I'm High King Emmerich's long-lost brother. I know what you're trying to do. You're playing a dangerous game, outsider. I hope you realize that. Very well, I'll check with the Forge Mother. But if you've lied to me, I'll hunt you down, toss you in a cell, and throw away the key! We think there's a back entrance up the stairs near the Mages Guild. I sent soldiers to find it.
The king sent you here to rescue the hostages, didn't he? Of course he did. That's why they recruited heroes after all, am I right? Listen, I have a plan. It's brilliant. Wanna hear it?
No.
See those hawkers behind me? Don't look. Anyway, they've been acting suspiciously. Standing around, making shifty eyes, showing odd hand gestures to passers-by. I've read enough investigative Vale books to recognize criminal behavior when I see it. You never read Investigator Vale? The books about the brilliant scholar who travels the world and solves crimes? She doesn't use magic or weapons. Just her charm and her wits and... Look, I'll lend you a copy later, but we need to focus here. Isn't it obvious? Look at their evil demeanor, their villainous whispering. I bet if we rattle them, they'll run off and lead us right to the hostages. Watch. I'll just let loose an arrow. That should put the fear of Ifray into the survivor.
Good decision or bad decision? This one's the good one. This one's the bad one. Fuck it, we're just gonna choose the bad one.
Really? I mean, yes! I knew I liked you for a reason. Once the other one starts to run, don't let him out of your sight. He should lead you right to the hostages. On my mark. Stop, you! Thief! And there goes the other one.
I didn't think you were actually gonna shoot them. I thought you were just gonna give them like a warning shot, but you know, that's whatever.
Greetings.
Carry on.
I was walking here. Run into me again and I'll knock your teeth out.
Watch where you're going, you idiot.
Am I supposed to attack him or am I just supposed to follow him?
I have a good mind to throw a lightning bolt at you.
Defend the temple! Thank ZeniMax you're here. Someone has to save my fellow priests inside the temple.
Okay, well, we got it.
Please, I need your help. The priests inside the temple are at the mercy of these fanatics. Please, I think they want to kill my brothers and sisters in ZeniMax. Malakath fanatics. They burst into the temple and began rounding up my fellow priests. They spat at us and shouted that we were betraying our race. They said that Chief Basrag sent them to punish us for opposing the true god of the orcs. They invoke the chief's name, saying he seeks revenge against the king and any who follow the false god. I've known Chief Basrag to be a hard man, but never a cruel man, never a murderer. What has the king done to anger him so? I see. I respect the king and all that he stands for, but his temper, it has gotten us into trouble more times than I care to remember. If it's vengeance Basrag seeks, then the king will be responsible for the deaths of the temple priests. My fellow priests were still alive when I slipped out of the temple, but the tension in the air, I'm afraid violence is inevitable. They set up patrols inside the temple, watching for Kurag and his soldiers. If one of them spots you in there... They're holding the priests captive in the rectory. If one of the torchbearers spots you and reaches the rectory, you won't be able to save them. Avoid the torchbearers at all costs, or at least strike them down before they can sound a warning. Take this key. It will unlock the temple's rear entrance. Once inside, you'll need to find the key to the rectory, where they're holding my fellow priests. The fanatic who gives the orders, their commander, he probably has the key to the rectory. May the luck of ZeniMax be with you. I'll inform the guards and try to send more help your way.
See. So I think we are actually doing a main story right now. I will double check once we get out of this loading screen. What time is it? 10:30.
Lock the priests in the rectory. As soon as Kurag arrives, we kill them all.
Optional. Keep the priest alive. This game doesn't really have too many stealth missions, and I don't expect this one to be any different. But we're gonna try not to get anyone killed. Alright, so let's see. Will that guy kill him for me?
You and a false king have doomed the priests.
I'll let him kill them for me. Let's go, buddy.
Kurag's soldiers are here. I have to warn the others.
Yeah. I was gonna try doing this stealthily, but it just seems like there's no point, really.
How did you get in here? No matter. You'll be dead enough.
Can't. Talon's the boss. That's kind of what I figured. Wait, is it that one? Do we get a better reward if they stay alive? I really wouldn't like think about that part, 'cause the rewards are terrible in this game. Yeah, okay, so...
Please, there's no need for this insanity. Just leave us alone!
Turok's people have arrived! Kill them all!
Apples! Okay, so this actually wasn't too much of a stealth mission. It's kind of sad.
I thought they were going to kill us. I don't know how to thank you. These fanatics, they beat us, threatened us. They told us they were going to kill us as soon as the king or his soldiers showed up. But you got in without alerting them. You saved us. The others, though. High Priestess Solgra and our brothers and sisters in Trinimac. The fanatics gathered us up and forced us in here. But Solgra, she isn't one to put up with such nonsense. She put a blade into one of them and ran into the back to help the others. I have the key. I'll open the door for you. Find the others, please. I don't know what Solgra planned to do, but she had that look in her eyes when the fanatics started hurting our people. Solgra and the others should be somewhere through this door.
Alrighty.
I'll find a way to open the main temple doors and let the soldiers in. Good luck.
You got this.
Get her! Don't let her escape!
Ooh, we dodged that one.
You hurt the others.
This really isn't too much of a challenge. That's fine. Talons them down.
You killed one of mine. Orders be damned! You're going to die for that, priestess!
One. I plan to kill a dozen more. Leave my temple now.
Oh, this is a boss? Alright, let's ban her. You're dead. Why are you letting blood? Make sure we don't die. Get
I
wrecked.
thought I could handle them, but the odds got a little overwhelming.
Can I loot, please? Or not, I guess.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I catch my breath. Just got the wind knocked out of me a little, that's all. Not exactly. They claimed to be devoted followers of Malakath, and said they were working for Chief Bazrug. They caught us by surprise, threatened us. Did you run into Ugus? How are he and the others faring? Well, that puts my mind at ease. I hated leaving them, but the others back here needed help too. But I'm still not completely certain what the attackers hoped to accomplish. Why take us hostage? Why not simply kill us and be done with it? Spill the blood of innocents and blame the king for their deaths, for not being able to protect his people. What a fiendish scheme. But the king sent you in his stead. Very astute on his part. That decision may have saved many lives. We were supposed to assume they were Malakath devotees, but they didn't seem particularly religious to me. Even I don't believe Malakath would sanction a slaughter such as this. They mentioned Chief Bazrug, though. Said he gave them their orders. I've always found the chief to be noble, but it doesn't take a lot to change a person. His forts ravaged, his traditions threatened. I can see how such things could lead to this. The king and the Forge Mother must be told what happened here.
Can I loot the body now? Nerp. Oh. Boss fight and you only get 24 gold. Oh, what is life? How do you video games? Alright, so where do we go now? Ugh, might as well just walk out. No point in shrining. Wait, there was a door around here, wasn't there? What?
This is the last of them! Let's finish these bastards off!
Oh, hello. Ambush. AoE him. Talon stun. Hell, nice. Alright, let's go finish up this quest real quick.
I'm glad to see you and the priest alive. I believe things may have played out very differently if you hadn't agreed to my plan. But what of the High Priestess? Is Solgra all right? That is good news indeed. I will make sure that a military contingent protects this temple going forward. It will not be left undefended again. Increased patrols around the perimeter, soldiers assigned to guard the inside of the temple. The priests will not have to live in fear of another attack, Not so long as my son is king. I assume you know who claimed responsibility for this? Bosrog has never agreed with Kurog. He made threats in the throne room, as I'm sure you heard. Besides, his boldness and devotion to Malakath are legendary. It appears Bosrog wishes to challenge our king. My son needs to solidify his hold on the clans. All of the chiefs must accept Kurog as their king for the betterment of the Orsimer people. If we gain support of the clans, we can stop Bosrog without inciting an all-out war. You have done much already. Many lives were in danger, yet somehow you managed to make sure none were lost. Please take this, for being so careful with my people and keeping their safety in mind. We will find you again when the king needs you.
I feel like that last sentence would have been a different paragraph if the priest actually died. But we did it. 'Cause we're good at this game.
Child, come join us. Are you injured? Should I call
Thanks to our
healer?